Hello everybody and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program, where I've been making a lot of mistakes lately. Let's put an end to that, shall we? Although I do realize that I haven't double-checked my staging, and I should probably do that before we launch. Okay, solid boosters then come off, side boosters come off, second stage comes off and first stage comes off and second stage fires. Second stage comes off and the landing stage fires, and then we detach the landing stage and the nose cones, interestingly. The nose cones should probably be off by the time we fire the landing stage, for sure. But realistically, by the time we fire the second stage. And then the parachutes, and yeah, these are going to want to detach up here. Actually, we'll want to move those up in there. There we go. So that all detaches all at the same time. Okay, that looks good. Let's launch this. And off we go. So, as usual, to attempt to avoid a flip, I'm going to be waiting until substantially later for a gravity turn. Of course, this is unmanned, but we do have a spot for Verkle to hop in and 4 others to satisfy our contract. And we will be bringing back a moonstone with us. And then, we're probably going to work on our surface outpost on Minmus. We need to have 1,000 units of monopropellant after all. That's a lot of monopropellant. We've got some there right now, but not enough. Okay, the SRBs are going to be burning out momentarily. There they go. And they impacted each other. That's nice. They can do that. I don't really mind. And of course, our side boosters will be burning out in about 45 seconds. It is a little dark right now, so that's the thing. We can go ahead and start our gravity turn very shortly, like right now I'm comfortable with it. There isn't much atmosphere to get in the way at this point. Our apoapsis is already in space, so we definitely need to be getting some horizontal speed here. Just trying to get us to the correct heading. There we go. Side boosters, get out of here. And we're off. Now our time to apoapsis is decreasing, so we need to continue this burn. There we go. And it looks like we managed to survive ascent through the atmosphere without any nose cone at all, so that's exciting. But we have a lot of speed that we need to translate into horizontal speed here. Like, we need to increase our horizontal speed substantially. Luckily, we are now in space. Yeah, we have a lot of horizontal speed to make up here. Before we can get in orbit. Still need about 1 kilometer per second, which is about what we've got in the tank. So realistically, I mean, our time to apoapsis is still decreasing by a lot, but realistically, I feel like that was actually quasi-efficient. Because, I mean, we're basically at the apoapsis right now. Which is fine. At the apoapsis, burning prograde. For another 40 seconds or so. And we should be able to get this into orbit before we dip back into the Atmo for sure. I mean, we've got 20 seconds left here in this burn. Or rather, in this tank. And our periapsis is just about off the surface. There it is. We're now in orbital mode. Okay, we're gonna have to burn a little extra here. There, we're now fully in orbit. We'll go ahead and set the moon as our target. 0.2 degrees, that's fine. I don't really care about that. We're gonna go ahead and do a bit of an orbit and try our burn here. That'll do. Okay, let's try to bring this in a little closer. Looks like that's all the closer we get. Okay, that's fine. So let's go ahead and warp to next maneuver. Which will of course be over here. And this is going to be a 1 minute 49 second burn apparently. Which is a fair amount of our burn. Or a fair amount of our tank here, but certainly not all of it. It's about half. Okay, where's our maneuver node? Oh. Before I forget, solar panels. Solar panels. There, that'll help. I almost ran out of power there. That would have been awkward. Would have had to relaunch. Okay. So this is going to be, what, around 55 seconds? T minus 55 seconds? That sounds good. Let's head to the moon. And this time, I'm not messing this up. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to anyway. In fact, let's just go ahead and switch to radar altitude now. There we go. Okay. Well, this is going to be a substantial amount of our Delta V, of course. But that's okay. Brake action group can go on. And of course, we've already ditched our nose cones, so that's not an issue. The real question, of course, is just how much fuel will we have left here? And the answer appears to be a lot. Or at least sufficient fuel. More than sufficient fuel, in fact. Hopefully it's enough to get home, too. That would be nice. Okay. Are we at the moon yet? No, we are not. Still have a bunch more speed to do. We're going to be seeing that encounter pretty soon, though. Okay, that's close enough. I'll save the 18.7 Delta V. And at this periapsis, we're just going to do a quick retrograde burn. Bring it down to about there. That's close enough. Warp to next maneuver. Here we come. So 410 meters per second. It's going to be a fair amount of our delta V there. I'm going to want to burn this at T minus 20 seconds. Okay, there we go. I'm going to just bake in a little bit of time to turn. There we go. And fire. Time to brake. And it is certainly darker here now. That's a little awkward. We may have to do a few orbits, and if that's the case, we may want to do a different mission while we're waiting. I don't know. Maybe not. I mean, we've only got the couple of contracts here. And they've all got plenty of time left on them, right? So, I don't think it's necessary. Okay, good enough. And now, let's go ahead and break this on down. Circularize it up. And how much DV are we going to have left? Enough for a braking operation. That's nice. Okay. So let's go ahead and... are we control locked? We are control locked. Why are we control locked? We just aren't connected? Oh, that's awkward. None of our satellites are in LOS, I guess. That's okay. We can... Oh, we can't even delete the maneuver node because we're control locked. We're no longer control locked now, but we can just go ahead and warp this a little bit and wait for this to come around to daylight anyway. That is so weird, the way these, like, start waggling when we accelerate faster. That's really bizarre. And while we're waiting on this, as you can see, our orbit stays the same, but some of these are changing here. So we are going to be no longer control locked on this far side here relatively soon. At least I hope so. Let's visualize the ComNet. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Okay, so this is coming out on the day side now. Let's do one more orbit here. Perfect. Okay. Now, I'm just going to go to retrograde and burn here. Wait, are we control locked here? No, we're not. We shouldn't be, anyway. And I'm not even going to maneuver node this. I'm just going to eyeball it. Okay, there we go. That'll do. Good enough anyway. Let's go ahead and warp to here. This is not going to be where we want to go, but we're going to go approximately there, and then we'll shoot a little further, because we want to land pretty close to where this base core landed, right? So we want to come on in here, and the ComNet is now kind of in the way. And then we'll do a maneuver right about here to kill our speed. Just a little bit. About like that. Perfect. We'll go ahead and warp to that. Time warping T plus 10 seconds. Okay, that's awkward. Don't do that. It's going to be a 48-second burn, so this is going to be the majority of our remainder in this tank, but that's okay. So we are looking at 30 plus 9, so 39 seconds for our burn timing. T minus 39. So we're going to want to burn this right now. How would it be 39? It's 29. Well, now it's more like 20, but whatever. Okay, we'll burn now. We're passing over our destination currently. We're going to be overshooting slightly, but that's fine. Verkle can walk. I'm not concerned about that. In fact, we could even keep shooting this way and make that up a little bit. We've got about 20 seconds of burn left in this engine. Okay, I added a little bit of extra speed going this direction so that we would come back over here. And I'm going to go ahead and quick save just in case. And as usual, it is time to put in a cut here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we will finish this landing. Subscribe for more, and I will see you all next time.